Was down with it, dope, and then upload a new twice, two of them things. Go stream, stuck in the summer still, go stream, follow back EP. Dropping this Friday, I just called Going for the Winner.
Go get it, y'all. This Friday.
This Friday, January the 6th. I already got the temple approved for Key, so hopefully y'all rock with it like everybody else.
Going for the Winner, go get that.
I'm always wondering, do I have an ounce of love for myself? Cause I done gave so much without wondering, do I have a drop left? But the winner ain't far ahead, we'll find out when we get.
What's going on, everybody? Dope, how you feel?
Shit, I'm straight. How you feeling?
Y'all know how it go. This is the second of many interviews. We was just talking. We've been talking for a minute, drinking a little bit, and just talking about our last visit, especially, which we was talking about Stuck in the Summer, and then he dropped the fall back after that. And now what we here to talk about now is Gone for the Winter, which I want to go ahead and say a series. Yeah. He wants to say it's a continuation.
Yeah.
And I want, and it's, honestly, I think people going to appreciate what you got. I'm glad you let me hear it.
Of course.
He let me hear it. I'm like, damn, this is what the DJ ears get. That's what they, like, damn, they get to hear all the unreleased. Yeah. Like, damn. So, thank you. And thank you for coming back. Like, and he was hitting me up. I was like, man, I got to tell him how appreciative I am of it, because they ain't ready to work. And I'm ready to get back to it, because our last interview was lit as hell.
Like 2 years ago? A year ago?
Hold on, let me go, because I got it on my phone.
Yeah.
Damn, it was a year ago. Yeah. November, y'all, of last year. We did another one. So that was crazy that it's been 365 days. Oh, plus, because it's even January of 20. Damn. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Dang. So, Gone for the Winter.
Yeah.
How was the fallback? What was the feedback from that?
The Fallback EP got a lot of good feedback. It was basically, if I had to summarize it right quick, I was in my last semester of college when I wrote that. So I had just graduated, wanted to do a continuation from Stuck in the Summer. It's basically like I'm writing like my real life soundtrack in a sense. So Fallback EP, even though it's shorter than Stuck in the Summer and Gone for the Winter, it's still, how can I say, capsulized everything that was going on during the time. Like, trying to make it to graduation, making it to graduation, post-grad depression after graduation.
And they be real for real.
It really do. It hit when it hit. So, yeah, that's basically how I would summarize it in a sense.
Now, you was telling me Gone for the Winter is a little bit more personal for you than the Fallback, but, because I'm going to tell you, it was like the 14 I just heard, and he gave y'all 14.
14.
What was the transition from this one being a personal one? Because he told me, like he said, he gonna do all 4 seasons. What was that transition like? Saying, okay, I did graduate. Let me talk about what I was going through too. Like, while I was going through Fallback, like, how was that?
Really, like I told you, it was harder to write this one simply because life had happened, but also I had to live a little bit more life so I can have something to talk about. And that came with some ups, that came with some downs.
Yeah.
So it was really just the balance of living and things like that. From going from being in college to coming back home, being in the real world in a sense.
Yeah, facts.
Trying to make some money, hoping you're doing everything right, but in the same sense, you trying to carve out a path that people don't normally take, whether they be scared, whether people tell them they can't do it in a sense. So it's like balancing the duality of it.
What do you think is a sneak peek song, maybe 1 or 2 that you know that you want your supporters and fans to hear? Like, which one you think from Gone for the Winter you think they gonna love for sure? Because we can't give y'all all, but the but the thing about it, though, you like 14. That's a project. Like,
it is, and it was crazy. Even though it's 14, I still don't call it an album. I just call it a project. Like, I don't consider none of my just albums yet. So what happened when we went from mixtapes to album? Because now, I guess with Apple Music, everybody should just really be like... Yeah, everybody quote unquote got an album. Right. So I know with me, at least when I was watching rap back in the day, celebrities had to work their way up to their debut album. So you might have had somebody dropping mixtapes or dropping EP, CDs out the trunk, but they ain't call it no album, they call it a project.
Right.
So I'm still, even though with streaming services, like we said, everything is quote unquote an album. I'm not finna call myself an album till I get to what I feel like is an album stature in a sense.
Do you think that's kind of what we grew up with too? Like, well, like you said, because he basically just said that, like mixtapes especially, motherfucker would drop hella mixtapes and then be like, oh, this is my official
first. It's like training in a sense. Like, I don't know if you watch anime,
that's
but
facts.
like,
okay, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't watch anime.
But for my anime watchers, they gon' like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto.
That's the only one as a kid. My brothers, maybe that's the only one I watched.
Yeah, but you know they couldn't just pop up in a fight and be like, oh, you know, I'm ready. Like, nah, you have to train first. And you had to get your power levels up and all that. So in the same sense, that's why I feel with the music. Even though it's hard now, I ain't reached my full potential yet to just be like, oh, hey, this is my debut album.
That's facts.
So I'm just telling my story till God grant me the opportunity to get to
that level. Where you feel like you ready to at least title it the album.
Until if I get signed or if I decide to sign to somebody, I can go about the right way with publishing,
facts.
You know, press runs, all that, and be like, okay, now I'm giving y'all an album. Until the end, enjoy the projects.
You was just telling me too that at the end you want to have merch and all that. I was gonna ask you, do you think you might do like a little mini tour, or you just think you might do a show or two? What you feel about that?
Eventually, I want to do like maybe a small tour.
Yeah.
Just a little something. I'm still getting comfortable with shows. Like I know the last time we talked, I haven't done any shows, but over the course of 2022, I think I performed like 3 times. 2 times on other people's set, and then I had my own set at the.
If you could remember, what was the thing?
So the latest one was at the 901 Business.
Right.
I had my own set. I know Jazzy from Memphis. She threw a show, and I'm not gonna say who set I was on because the song not out yet. But my homie let me grace his set with the feature I did, and then the living room held another performance type venue at the beginning of the year. My homegirl. Chemistry 901, she let me, Third Born, and Bishop outside do Sucker Free on her set. So we did one of my songs after she performed all hers. And
how was the comfortability? Like each one, I'm pretty sure you was like, okay.
Like at first, the first joint I was nervous. Second joint, heart still.
Heart still for sure.
And it was weird, like the 901 Business brunch. For some reason, like the butterflies weren't as there.
Yeah.
So it was like I guess I'm getting more comfortable with it in a sense.
Well, I mean, but like you said, it's always levels to the artistry for sure. Because you going from a poet to rapper to now you trying to build on it.
Yeah,
it's gonna always be some type of step. You know what I'm saying? We got to take. What about this project? Because did you answer which song, 1 or 2 songs you think that they gonna love?
I didn't. Look like a sneak peek, so
it's sneak peek exclusive. I don't go to Nemo.
I wasn't finna tell you.
I don't go to Nemo. They gotta thank One Key.
Warmer Days. I ain't gonna say the name of the feature. And Frazier, the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I'm telling you. So of course, we smoking and drink, but y'all gonna appreciate the project. No, seriously, because. And I'm glad you don't want to tell them, and you got to make them want to listen.
Yeah.
Because you got some honorable people out there.
I appreciate it.
And I'm like, dang. So
shout out to everybody on there too.
Yeah, shout out everybody who on there. I work with at least a few, and I gotta work with the others. So y'all, hey, tap in.
For sure.
Do you think that the next one is gonna be a shorter one again, or what?
Next one probably gonna be around the same number, maybe. It's gonna
be
because it's a full length. So I'm wrapping it up, but in a sense, it's gonna all make sense.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be another full length.
Is it gonna be personal as this one too?
It really depends on whatever life brings. Because in each project I've been
that authentic shit is what we want to hear though. Like
each project I just been going with life. Like Stuck in the Summer, that was life.
Yeah.
The Fallback EP, that was life. So Gone for the Winter is life. So it really depends on whatever life brings.
I don't know, because I just feel like with it series, if I feel like if people listen to it and it continues, like you said, they gonna appreciate it for sure. Y'all, Gone for the Winter, when y'all hear January 6th, because today the 2nd. Yeah, today the 2nd. Please go at least hear the man out. Hear the man out. Hear what he got to say. How do you feel about the features too? I want to ask you that. Was those personal, or was they just like
all the features hard? Like I'm cool. Everybody I got a feature from, I'm cool with. Like I have a relationship with. Whether we went to high school together, whether we met in college, whether. Now that I'm thinking about it, I went to school with all of them except for one at different periods of life. So
yeah, they was definitely personal.
Yeah.
I also think that everybody gon' rock with the people you got on here too. Like they gonna be like, damn, okay, I listen to this person, I listen to this person. Like damn, they go fuck with the people you got on there. And I honestly can't get over the fact that you got 14 on there. Like that's what's really got me blown. But I did want to point out what he said. He didn't want to point out the features. Like he said, Warmer Days, Wondering 2, that's a continuous too. Talk about that. So now Wondering 2 is I'm gonna only say that's the intro. Yeah. But that was hard. It had everybody in the room like, what? So tell us about that continuous too from your list.
Well, if you've been tapped in since Thank God for Dope, that was my first ever EP. That solidified me as an artist like 2 years ago. I dropped it on my birthday, December 18th, at the end of 2020. So, my first song on there is called Wondering. So with this one, it's like I'm still wondering, just on an older type level. Like my mental has changed some. I done learned things.
Yeah. I
done lost things. I done gained things. So it's like I feel like in life you always gonna still be wondering about something. Like you ain't gonna know everything.
Facts.
So it's just a continuation from the age I was then to the age I am now.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think that's another spoiler. I'm gonna just go ahead and say I think that's the one they gonna fuck with. So? Just because the first song always the one, and then once they listen to it all, they get their favorites in. But the intro is always like they always remember that. Wondering 2. Even still, what do you feel about the sound of your project? Because you gave different sounds.
Like I was telling you, this was the longest one that took the right, only because I wanted the musicality to grow in a sense. Like I feel like with each project, I wanted the sound to grow from me just, okay, I can spit over a track to, okay, I want to create an ambiance in a sense. That's why you might hear different background sounds. That's why you might hear different flow changes or different nature sounds in a sense, because I want the listener to really feel like they're there.
Him being a musician though, like it didn't shock me, but the sound on this project, like.
Plus, I slick hold myself at a high standard. My bad, I mean.
Nah, you good.
I slick hold myself, even though I'm just gonna start out. I hold myself to like a standard type sense. Like, and I know that I don't want to say it's.
What, as a musician or what? Like
slick,
as an artist as a whole?
Both of them.
Yeah.
And granted, I ain't gonna say they be holding me back, but they be making it harder sometimes because I know I could be.
And you be hard. No, you probably be hard on yourself.
I be hard on myself. Yeah. Because I be looking at people like Kanye, the different.
But that type of inspiration though will get you there. You know what I'm saying? That'll go ahead and push you.
Him going to college dropout to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy to all even his recent stuff is like. It ain't never just stay the same. The sound always grew. Even something like Call Me If You Get Lost. Like stuff like that.
Would you appreciate, well, of course you ain't knowing what you're saying down the line, because now, in my opinion, what I just got, I've gone for the winner. All the different sounds I heard, because you slowing it down and then you giving us up tempo. Plus the features he got, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Like that combo, I really think them folks gonna appreciate that. Like I ain't gonna care. Like I really think what personable about your project though, because I know you talk about family is in this project.
Yeah. Or really, like I said, things happened this year that attributed to the project. Like I said, lost certain things, gained certain things, started working in not a new environment, because if you ain't noticing the music, already I'm from North Memphis, I'm from Fraser. So that's a piece of my life. But it's also
Shout out Fraser.
Shout out North Haven. Like grew up over there, real North Memphis, baby. But I got to also experience life somewhere else. Like going to college, traveling in the marching band, getting to see different sides of the world. So it's like when you coming back, because I also work in Fraser now. I tell you that off camera. I don't want to But when you work in Fraser and when you're around like different kids in Fraser and stuff, it's like, okay, I done got to see life. I want to tell y'all that there's more of a life out there, but how can I explain that to people that ain't never seen it? In a sense. So it's like the duality of, okay, I'm back in my roots. I still gotta go back to my roots so y'all can understand where I'm coming from, but also trying to tell y'all like, hey, it's more than this too.
But we were just talking about the Rico cases. Yeah. Like we need more positive shit right now in the black community. Like I think the tip that you on is definitely, because like, I mean, of course we listen to it because we were saying it before, but I used to be on a lot of alternative and pop when I was like in middle school. But then when I got to high school, rap and hip hop took over my head. Like
the type of music I make, I wasn't even bumping that in high school. Like I said, I was on Trap House 3 Gucci.
Do you hear me? I'm just saying, like trap was killing me. Like
was just taking off. R.I.P. Take Off, of course.
Oh my god. I don't even want to think about
it. I ain't even get on this. Like, I think I said in the last interview, I ain't get on it till I found Westside Boogie.
So how do you feel about him? Because you told my cousin here a few artists that you like. And what do you feel like Westside Boogie brings in his artistry?
I feel like, in a sense, what I'm trying to do and going for the winner, like, you still from where you from, but you also showing the duality of what you can be.
Don't give him no sneak peeks now.
Don't
give him no. But I feel like he does a great job of encapsulating that, and also a poetic type way.
That's why in my music a lot of the artists I listen to encourage me to, you can say things in the regular straightforward way, but I want to say, in a sense, I want the audience to think about what I just said. Like in that type of thing. And also, I was telling everybody too, like, type of person I am, I want music I can listen to on down the line, because we were saying, like, I know I'm gonna be listening to the same people because of that fact, because they make music like that, which is sad because I want to get new, learn new artists and get. But it's like, bro, we got to get back to making shit that gonna last, longevity. We do, you know what I'm saying? No, for real though, make music great again, because back in the day we had. Well, I'm saying that like I'm old, but the stuff we grew up on.
But I ain't gonna lie though, that is gonna be us in like 10 years. We're gonna be like, what? We're gonna like back then though. I feel like that now though. I'm like, bro, it's not the same.
Early 2010s, 106 and Park, like
the prime.
All of them were moments in our childhood versus now. I ain't knocking nobody's music. Like, everything is music to some capacity.
Yeah, I feel that.
And everybody got their different ears, but everything is just so hot pocket.
And what they said, hot pocket, they said was microwave. Yeah. Like, I mean,
and no offense to nobody.
No offense. Maybe because the music world is so much faster than it was.
Yeah, and it's super oversaturated.
Like, it's oversaturated with whatever, the internet or whatever you want to say. Like, it's very, very oversaturated. And I mean, I feel that. So, before I let you go, anything you want us to know about the project, y'all don't forget. Please tap in this Friday. It's the 2nd. It come out on the 6th. Please go tap into my man Dope. You saw the room. He had reaction, so I know he gonna leave here like, okay, there was a few people that said, okay, yeah. So y'all please go and let my man know how y'all feel about that. Before you go though, I want to know 3 goals you got for yourself this year. Being at the top is ironic that we're at the top of the year.
3 goals for sure. I done told myself I want to have more content to put up. I want to do more live performances and stuff like that. Like get comfortable in that type of sense. Cause I know
you want to reach. Do you feel like you should reach the people too? Is that something that artists even care about, or is it? Do you think it's about the show? Not you personally. Do you think people care about reaching people anymore, or is it about like?
Some of it. Like
I feel it. I feel like Cole, maybe you know, like certain people.
In a sense, and I know, even though I ain't gonna say it's tough for me, but I ain't never really the loudest person in the room per se. So when it comes to the music, it's still like, okay, I can rap over all these tracks. I can make it all musical, but then you get like, okay, you got to go performance, so you can reach a different audience too. It's like, ooh. But I want to get better at that, and I'm willing to just work with more people. Like, it's a whole new year. We got a whole.
That was a good 3.
Yeah. Just do more, honestly.
That was a good 3, y'all. Okay. All right. I want y'all. I'm gonna pop this up on y'all screen. Explain this Instagram picture. I'm showing him. I'm gonna show y'all.
For sure.
I want him to explain this picture.
That's part of the rollout. So like I said, the project is called Gone for the Winter. So in that picture, it was a rollout photo shoot I did with this amazing film photographer named Anna Marie.
Another woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did a project. I just did an interview before. Dope interview. He said a female did his music video, and now you telling me you had a female photographer.
Yeah, she called like.
Shout out to y'all.
Like, on a real film camera, like she did that. So a lot of pictures you probably gonna see me posting this week. Well, this might drop when the project drops. So early this week, they were all shot by her. So it's in that sense. I feel like I've been using the word encapsulating a lot. Encapsulating the fact that Gone for the Winter. It's like you can interpret that in different ways. You can be like, oh, okay, I'm getting away from the things of the past year. I'm getting away from the things of the previous season. So that's why you probably see me in most of my content shots with the same travel bag, with the same type of, in a sense of leaving type sense. Like that. So.
Explain the cover art. This is my last one. Explain the cover art for Gone for the Winter.
It's Christmas time, so you know most Christmas cards, Hallmark cards, they usually have the little gold patterns and all that. But the Polaroid pictures, that's basically the center and subject matter. That was actually from last winter when I was
snowy.
Last one. It wasn't really snowy because I was in California.
Okay. I was in Cali.
So I took them pictures. I didn't know that was gonna be the cover art, but someone just told me like, put them all together and just take a picture for later.
Yeah.
So as time rolled on, I was like, I need a cover art for this project. It came back. So.
Y'all, please, like I said, he heard a reaction from at least 6-7 people in here. Like, it was a mini listening party.
Yes,
so
it was.
Go get Gone for the Winter this Friday.
Friday.
January the 6th. Dope. So, where can we follow you?
You can follow me on my Instagram. Who is Dope? So HWOISDXPE. Twitter, it's Dope. So ITSDXPE. TikTok, the same name as that. Dope DXPE on all streaming platforms, and follow you, subscribe to the YouTube because that's where most of the content is gonna be.
See, that's always YouTube.
Yeah.
We got the YouTube.
So
yeah, I heard them. Dope. One key. Love. It was fire.
Look, I took my little time off from this reality. 23 reaching my Kobe year. I done seen plenty tragedies, casualties. While praying that I can walk amongst all this duality, while making the Lord above prayer. I hope he won't turn his back on me. Rather be over